this is going to be a demo review. This is going to be a MG1 gameplay overall. Now, in terms of what to buy, it depends on what you're playing in your specific positions. So I'll get to that again on CT side when we go on the CT side pistol round. I'll explain kind of what you want to buy, when, and where. But overall, it depends where you want to play. Now, on T side, what you want to do typically in a team play atmosphere, what we should have done, which we didn't for various reasons, is we should have had a like one of us buy armor, and then someone throws another person a Tech 9 or a P250 or whatever they're most comfortable with. Mainly because in that regard, you're a raid boss, and we can do two raid bosses in effect, especially if there's dualies, right? So let's assume you and Wild bought armor, and then I bought both of you dualies, or I bought both of you P250s, and then I could have bought one flashbang. That would have been the most optimal point for this round. I didn't do that, but that should have been it. So let's see this round play off now. Okay. So as we're running through, crosshair placement's fine right now. Good, watching behind. We're all rushing out. So right here, you let animal get past you. Part of the issue here, and what I mean by efficiency, is you have to keep there's a certain order in the line, right? If I can't really reverse. There's going to be a certain order in line. So as you're going out, I hate how bad this is. What you're going to see is he was right here, you were here, someone was here, and someone was here. You can try to hide yourself from that, right? If someone's playing back here too. But really in a pistol round, what you kind of want to do is just rush as a unit, as a 5-man out. Because one of the biggest things I'm a proponent about, specifically, this is just a me nitpick, right? Is you should, it's efficiency, a matter of timing, right? Because, for example, let's just say we're at the start of the round, so let me go. So let's assume you have one, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Assume this is the spawn order for whatever reason, they're all in a train. Player 1 here decides not to move, right? So player 2 is now the lead. Well, the issue that comes from this is that as these guys are pushing out, they lose, if one player's here and one player's here, they lose this much time, if that kind of makes sense. Yeah, it's minuscule, but in a matter of playing spawn-based plays, it's massive. Because what we're doing right now, this is a spawn-based play, coming out onto ramp, everyone rushing out. We're not waiting for a rush because this Travis or Tavis guy is rushing out. They could be rushing from outside. We don't know. They could be rushing through hut. They could be, or they could all just be playing passive, right? They play one guy passive here, one here, one here, one here, and fuck it. Let's just say there's another one like right here. They could be playing all passive though, so we don't know. But in a spawn-based play, timing means, especially in a spawn-based play, timing means everything. So you going back, the difference there would have been like you would be about right here. I don't know why they did that. You'd be about right here right now. Well, let's assume Will dies. You come out, I die, and then you're right next. You get that trade a lot quicker. But instead, there's going to be a stopgap where this guy has a chance to reset. Especially because there's a gap right here between me and Will. Will dies, this guy can then fall back, and now it's a 3v5. These gaps give him a chance to either re-peek for a kill, or yeah, he gets a lot of things to do. However, as long as you're not rushing into, let's say, a SMG, you're most likely not going to get mowed down. Of course you can. Of course you can, right? You can't stop that, but hold on now. Let's resume. So as we go out, he gets that one kill and he's running back. See, there's that stopgap, so Wild is now in a position where he's trying to go forward. You're coming around here. What's happening here is Wild's dead. So now we're in a weird position for this pistol round where Wild dies, I'm unable to trade. We're in a weird position where Animal, I don't know why he's there. Frankly, I don't know. What he should have done is, if Animal wants to play passive, go back box, or he could have pushed forward. For you specifically, you're doing a good job looking behind just in case. And you should continue to look behind in this scenario. Let's see what happens. So here you notice him. One thing I will say is your crosshair is kind of in a no man's land, but that's fine because you're in the middle of transitioning. However, you do see him. So the right reaction in this regard would be you strafe to the right, and then you readjust your aim and you can fight him. You jump over, get a good kill. You see one guy to the left. You get distracted to the guys to the right. Here, you're in a weird position where you're getting caught off guard, right? Which is fine. There's no reason for you to think that they're coming from this angle and this angle. You've done nothing wrong at this point, other than if you like I said, you should strafe right into the box. Because again, we're not playing with hide and sight on. So right now we're both in a bad position. What needs to happen is that guy backed off, like you could tell. Number 5 backed off. And I am firing towards number 4. And you see him, number 3. What you need to do is just run forward right now. And then I follow suit. If I can. I shouldn't be able to because this guy has a line of sight on me, right? He can see me trying to jump down and in. He can kill me, most likely. So I shouldn't live. I should die here. But what you should do is run forward because in a 1 versus 3, you still have a chance to win, especially in a pistol close range with armor and a Glock. That's just, again, this is in my opinion what you should be doing. So let's slow it down a bit. I'm going to turn on volume. I'm going to turn volume kind of low. Okay, so I get a kill. So now we're in a 2v2. Again, here specifically, what happens is we should be running straight towards B. Or if we're going to stay and fight, we are both looking the same way. And that's bad because if this guy peeks at any moment, kills you, and then can kill, or kills me, one of the two. So we both need to be changing up. You need to be looking here. If you see, you have to kind of play around your teammate, and I should have been playing around you, but my position doesn't give me as much luxury. I could have played around box, but you play around your teammate. If I'm looking this way, you should be looking that way. You're just kind of trying to, right? It's in the moment, it's hectic, but here. So I try to run down, if you notice that, by the way. I'm trying to run down, and I hear you fighting. So the bad part on my end would be to just yeet away, to run away, because I am then leaving you to the wolves, no pun intended, when I should be helping you out. But the right play is to run away. Again, we both run away. So here, kind of what we want to do is, and this is what I said in game, is a pincer. We wait here, right? You hold close to ramp, however you want to do it. You can either hold on ramp itself and play close to a wall. You can play close to this wall looking towards that entrance, or you play close to this wall looking towards that entrance. As I try to go through door, flank around, blah, 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 I come out here and I'll flank behind. And as I hit hell, I'll call out to you, meaning, or I'll tell you, hey, push close, right? And then as I'm pushing behind, especially if I can get a kill, that's when you push and I push. Well, let's see what happens here. So we can fast forward the round. I'm flanking. You're playing fine right here. So backing up's not the best route. Shooting, that's fine, by the way. You're making noise, right? But backing up, they push. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine so far. None of this is really bad. Pushing back isn't a terrible idea here, as long as you push forward. So here you should also be looking towards minimap. I'm surprised they did what they did. He should have got that kill. I got that kill. And then, yeah, you should be rushing here too. You should be playing by me. As soon as that bomb's picked up, you should be immediately by me. UI. Really what you need to do, again, efficiency, right? Matter of timing. Maybe if you would have went the other way to the left, like you would have went straight forward through the box and then went to the left, you would already be like roughly, if you would have went this way instead of going around. Yeah, he was right here, shot me. He ran back. Really, probably about right here, right now. Which, as we watch it play out, we'll watch from the demo UI kind of like the difference in timing that'll make. So as you hit right there, you could have already been. So as you would have hit the old spot if you would have went like that, instead you took. You could have got right there. Really, what you would want to do is just jump around corners because you don't know he's lit, but just jumping around corners makes it harder because you have armor. You know he has USPS, and yeah, it's just a matter of timing. You could have been right here right now. Let's see it. Let's see how this plays out. You could have already been on bomb. You actually would have been able to kill him. You would have been on bomb. You could have peeked towards outside, and you could have got that kill. That's just a matter of timing, right? That's all I mean by like being as efficient as possible. You could have got that kill if you would have went straight through the box. Those small little things do make a big difference because the issue is you don't know where he's at. I think he heard you go up heaven. Yeah, he heard you. Sadly. Oh, that probably fucked you. Dropping down like that instead of you see that yellow? That probably made a little bit of a difference. You get bomb plant, which is good. Bomb plant is good. So what I will say too is don't walk peek corners when you don't know the rat. Stutter step, right? ADAD, jiggle peek, whatever you want to call it. Because yeah, there you just got straight banged out. Yeah, it's just it happens. That's a fine round. Like it's okay to lose. It is okay to lose rounds. It's just that's an unfortunate round where we should have had that. Crosshair placement. So right now, always try to keep in mind. Sometimes I understand like, hey, I don't want to think right now because you can't keep your brain on 24/7. That's just not feasible. That's not possible, right? It's unreasonable to expect to keep your brain on. So sometimes you just turn your brain off. You don't have your crosshair position anywhere. Right now, it's not a bad idea, but usually try to keep your crosshair somewhere where someone could appear. So the smokes, so maybe towards secret or towards warehouse. But right now, it's fine. You have no real reason, and like you do adjust. So like sometimes it's okay to just turn off your brain. It is okay to do that every now and then. I should not have got that kill. I'm up top. You should be playing with me right now because I have bomb. You want to play off a bomb, but here we're playing slow, so it's fine. You should have, but it's a pistol round. It doesn't matter. You hear him go up, and you made noise. As soon as you made noise, the round's over. You got to be careful when shooting, because once you make noise, see how they immediately rotate? That guy's jumping down. Now this is the first real buy round. So here we don't have any real indication of how they're playing. We don't really know that they're pushing behind too quickly yet. So always try to keep your gun out in all positions. Even like you probably don't hit that, but maybe you do. Maybe you just get a sick kill. That's fine. This is so far fine. Our team immediately dies, but we know they're rushing. Now they set a tone. I miss my shot. I die. What you need to do here, now you're in a 1v4. You do not win these if you play slow. You have to take 1v1 fights. So you know there is a death towards main. You need to then immediately uh, push and get. You need to get this kill. Either push here and jump down, doing that, or jump over here and peek down. But you have to take as many 1v1 fights as possible because otherwise there's no chance you win. To win clutches, almost a guerrilla style approach where like I'm usually a big proponent of you get a quick 1v1. If you look at time right now, you're at a minute and 19. So you need to go quick, get this kill, get that kill first. You kill him, and then you can play a little bit slow for about. If you kill him at 110, your first kill is at 110. Because it'll take about 9-ish seconds, and he might just readjust a little bit. Then you can play slow till 50 seconds are left. And then at 50 seconds, you need to get a kill within the next 10 seconds, leaving you down to 40. With 40 seconds left, you're going to be in a 1v2, meaning then you can plant bomb. Like planting bomb is down opportunity. Bomb issue is bomb is down right now where it's located, so you're in a bad spot. But the general gist is you're trying to kill him as quick as possible right here. You 100% are. So you should be rushing towards this. You got to get this kill. Have to. Now you still know that wasn't the guy that killed me. So and you know the guy last was seen A main. coming out to outside. You knew he was somewhere around that area, so you should have an inkling the guy's behind you. So right now, just purely off of what it was, he could have played passive and went back inside, but so you knew I died here somewhere in this general vicinity. So you knew he could potentially pushed outside or he could have went back. What I would recommend is you take a gamble. And your gamble here is since you've went up this way, you jump down into lobby. That's your gamble. The other route you could have done is go over here and see if he's outside. You have to jump down. That position that you're at, if they came from Squeaky, you're dead. It's just, it's very vulnerable, right? Yep, that's a shame. And then you got flanked from behind. So, like, that's what I mean, though, by going quick. Um, gotta be quick. It's fine to play slower, but they knew where you're at, so you have to go. It just depends on what you think the positioning is. Let's see what buy here. Okay, this isn't bad buy. So we know they push, so waiting for the push isn't a terrible idea. Going straight out A, that's fine. Team straight out, that's fine. You're going through an alternate route. Nothing wrong here. Um, yeah, that's just bad aim. It happens. It happens. So here, that's fine. Fine, 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 fine. Yep. Walking, probably. Oh, so I said slow here. Um, Slow doesn't mean literally walk. It just means kind of just wait for them to push because we don't know where they're at, right? Because right now, yes, hindsight's 2020. AFK, 3 players, 4 players up top. I don't know why I said 3, but hey. So hindsight's 2020. That's a straight B take, no issues. But we don't know that. They should have known. This guy should be calling, hey, secret. This guy should immediately went down vent. We it hasn't the pattern hasn't been officially set up, but I have a pretty good hunch that they're rushing inside lobby most of the time, which they did do on CT side. So this probably was a missed call on me, in which I should have known. Hey, I know one's here outside. I know usually 2 or 3 like to rush lobby, so I probably should have said quicker. That's probably a missed call on my part. However, playing slow is the play right now, and that doesn't mean slow push. But yeah, that's just whatever. Will should have. So there needs to be communication there. Wild needs to call that. Hey, I'm watching vent. No, your aim that's fine-ish. Maybe a little bit higher, but hmm it's fine to watch that. I would have probably stayed stairway and been watching in case it came behind. Um, but that's fine what you're doing because you're covering. It's probably the more optimal route would still be to watch the backside, but it's fine either way. What you did there wasn't a bad play. Let's see. Nah, that's not bad aim as much as you're prepared. Yeah, and like you weren't even looking anywhere bad per se in terms of your crosshair placement's fine. Like what you're doing is you're preparing for someone maybe peeking from. You should be looking toward the right, not to the left, because the left there, no one's gonna be coming, assumably, unless they pushed all the way out of vent and then peeked, which wouldn't make too much sense. But in theory, it isn't bad. What you should have been doing was either looking vent or looking to the right where they come down secret. It isn't bad what you're doing though by any stretch of the imagination. So you just it happens. Sometimes you just die. You just die. It happens. You were watching me shoot there. You should have helped. should have immediately helped. You should have been going around the corner, and then he wouldn't have gotten away. That's just a matter of hesitancy. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Will should be looking towards vent, but that's fine. Because if someone came up vent, you're dead there, right? Will's in a bad position. You're in a bad position. So you're in a 2 versus 3. And 2 versus 3, I'm always a big proponent of taking fights. Because, yes, bomb is down. But look at your position. Look at Will's current position. You're in a good position if they come from secret. Hold on, I need to. Oh, yeah. Yeah, like, Will's in a very bad spot. Will should be dead. You are in a decent spot, but if he peeks from heaven, you're dead. So, yeah. So it depends. So in this position right here, you're in a 2v3. You're pushing for kills. That's what you're doing right now. Um, so in this specific situation, you're pushing for kills. It bombs down where it's at right now. Uh, yeah, probably vent wouldn't be a bad position at all because you limit the options in which you're playing. So vents that you could get shot from. So yeah, vent most likely or hut. Um, Otherwise, right now in this specific situation, 2v3, you want to straight up take fights. Like I'm saying fight, fight, fight. I'm telling Will to fight. That's fine. That's a good kill because that's good crosshair placement. Um, cool. Yeah. So straight up, you have to take fights, right? You have to take fights. Otherwise, it's so difficult to win, given that it's a 2v3. I don't know why I skipped past that, but I did. Here, you yeah blinded yourself. Yeah, you should have just kept your gun out, wait for the push, but it happens. I skipped past that round too much, but whatever. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, let's see how this round plays out. We know they have a habit of pushing, and it looks like they're pushing again. Um, yeah, you're in a position where you should have probably been looking toward because no one's looking towards that. You should have been prepared. That's all. It's fine. It's fine. One thing you got to keep note is how does the enemy team play and then react off of it. They've been showing consistent aggression towards lobby. Thus, you need to be in positions to change it up every now and then to be able to counteract that. Otherwise, it's just a very difficult round. Here's not a terrible position. However, you have an SMG, and I would say even get closer. But yeah, but um, it's so hard from where you're at. You got to follow behind me quicker. But now that we're out, I would have taken. I got the AK. I hear one heaven, so call back, and then go down straight to, yeah, straight to B. Fine crosshair placement, no issues so far with that. Movement's not too terrible. Uh, what you should have done there, as soon as you heard him drop down, you should be swinging on him, not walking straight forward. Yeah, rush him with the Mac 10, but you're swinging, so you're holding down the D key. You know what I mean? You're holding down the D. That's what you should 100% be doing there, because Mac 10's you want to be mobile because it's in an awkward position for him, and he's in a chokehold. So he's gonna have you can keep your crosshair fixed while his is gonna be swinging. So you have a higher chance of winning.